So I've been using the Unihertz tank as one of my main devices with my main sim in it since a couple of months ago, since almost release. And I've enjoyed the performance and the battery life on the Unihertz tank. My, the battery life has been very good. It gives me peace of mind never to worry about battery life. Well, Unihertz is not stopping there. They just released their latest device, introducing the new Unihertz Tank 2. So the Unihertz Tank 2 has some groundbreaking features that I want to show you in this video. So let's have some fun. Sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. A 100 days of battery life with one single charge. What if I told you that there is a smartphone that has a 108 megapixel camera to boot for under $400? What if I told you that this smartphone has a high power 1200 aluminum camping flashlight on the back of it and much more at a price of $369? That sounds weird and crazy, right? Well, welcome to the Unihertz Tank. That's right. This device has a built-in projector. So the Unihertz Tank 2 brings in some huge improvements across the board coming from the Unihertz Tank 1. But before I get into my thoughts about the Unihertz Tank 2, let's talk about my unboxing experience with this device. First, looking at the box, you get the bold black look with the Unihertz Tank 2 in bold letters on the side. So when opening up the box, you greet it with a great presentation with the Tank 2 itself. You get a 66-watt charger, a fast charger, and not only that, but you get the charging cable, the user manual. But unfortunately, this time around, they didn't give you the glass screen protector, so just keep that in mind. So the Unihertz Tank 2, codename 8849, has a huge 6.8-inch 1080p IPS 120Hz display. Now it has a Helio G99 processor, 22 gigs of RAM, which 10 gigs of RAM could be added through RAM Plus, but this device does have 12 gigs of RAM standard. Now, the storage on this device is 256 gigs. You got SD card support. You got dual SIM support on this device. Now, on the rear, you got an interesting camera setup here, what consists of a 108 megapixel camera, a night vision camera, 64 megapixel camera, 16 megapixel camera. Now, in the front, you got a 32 megapixel camera. Now, as far as video, this device can shoot 2K up to 30 frames per second. Now, power in the Tank 2 is a huge 15,500 milliamp battery for days and days of use. Now, on the back of the device is pretty interesting, right? Lot going on. You have two bright lights here on the back. Now, remember the Tank 1 has one light. Now, this one got two lights. You got a cool lamp and a warm lamp. Now, you also got two lights here, which is a blue warning light and a red warning light. So that's, a lot going on back here. Plus, you have your rear firing speaker. So that's a lot going on with this device. Okay, so let's talk about the button layout here on the Unihertz Tank 2. On the right side, you got your dual SIM slot. Also, you have your power button here that does as a fingerprint scanner. On the left side, you got your volume rock up and down. Also, you have two programmable buttons. At the top, you got your projector. On the bottom, where you take the lip off here, you will have USB Type-C, also with a headphone jack. And then on the back, this is where all the magic happened. You got a lot of stuff going on back here.
which is really good here, coming from a device like this. Here, one of the things I like is 120 hertz display on here. You got Face ID, fingerprint scanners, everything is a whole lot lighter than the Unihertz Tank 1, but this here, it's a Unihertz Tank 2.
So one of the dopest features on this smartphone is projector. Yes, right. I already showed you a demo of the projector. It's nice, very nice. Now, if you want to watch movies and videos, you could turn on the projector, point it into a white wall, and boom, you're good to go here. Now, the projector itself is 1280 by 720p display with a 16:9 aspect ratio at 60 hertz. It has infinity focus, and the brightness level of the projector is about 30 to 40 luminous. But you know what? With the 15,500 milliamp battery, you can have long sessions of watching movies and videos. All right, guys, so one of the things that the Tank 2 has over the Tank 1 is right here in the back, right? Now we have two lights compared to the Tank with the one light. All right, so when you look at both of these devices, you do see some upgrades. You have the secondary light, and then you have another camera here with some more night vision sensors right here. So you do have some difference. Now I'm gonna do a complete comparison video between both of these devices, but I just wanted to share with you that the Tank 2 is a little slimmer and it's a little lighter than the Tank 1. All right, but one of the things that I want to showcase with you guys real quick here is, put that right there. So let's look at the lights here, right? The camping lights. Now you do have the cool settings and the warm settings. You got SOS, you have full brightness and stuff like that. So I have one of the buttons here that's commanded to showcase off both of the lights. All right, so if you look at the light system here, you have a cool light and you have a warm light. Now in settings, you can have both of these lights on, but they are very, very bright. Now you do have the option to hit the button and you can control them. Oh, because it's on the other side. All right, it's right here. All right, now you could go dimmer, and then you can flash, that's SOS. Now it's the bright, dim, SOS here. All right, so you press it and you turn it off just like that. Okay, so I got the Tank 1 light on, and let me turn on the Tank 2 light. Okay, and as you can see, both of them pretty much has the same amount of brightness here. The Tank 2 does have a smaller surface area, but looking at the luminance on both of them, yeah, both of them pretty much the same when it comes down to brightness. But there's more. A lot more with the Unihertz Tank. It's IP68, it has Bluetooth 5.3, it has face unlock, a fingerprint scanner here on the side, it's running Android 13 to boot with the latest security patches. It sports a 10-watt reverse charging, so if you need to charge another device, all you have to do is plug this up and you can reverse wired charging with the Unihertz Tank 2. Unfortunately, this is a 4G phone that works on GSM carriers. I got Mint Mobile on here right now and it works great. So it will work on GSM carriers. Now, as far as AT&T, we all know how they roll. Now, as far as the price, the Unihertz Tank 2 will debut at $340. That's right, cheap, $340. I will leave those links down in the description below. So I've only been having the Unihertz Tank 2 for about a week, so this is not a full review, but let's talk about the performance. Now this device has the Helio G99 processor, which features a octa-core CPU with 2 high-performing cores, ARM Cortex A76 processors clocked up to 2.2 gigahertz. Now it has the Mali G57 GPU on here. Now the 12 gigs of RAM is LPDDR4X RAM on here, with fast UFS 2.2 class storage on this device. So as far as performance, it works great in games and apps, and plus all your everyday activities. It will work great. So let's talk about these cameras. On paper, 108 megapixel camera, night sight cameras, and all that stuff sound great. Let me show you some of the results of me using this device in the cameras. So check this out.
The Chosen.
All right, guys, so here it is. This is going to be the Tank 2 at 2K 30 frames per second here, right? So one of the things that I'm enjoying about the Tank so far, compared to the Tank 1, is it's a whole lot lighter than the original Tank. So that's something that's going to be very good for folks that want to know as far as the weight. Now, it's still a heavy device, but it's not as heavy as the Tank 1. But this is the camera system here. I'm out here at the park. Y'all guys know I absolutely love coming to the park filming. And here it is. This is going to be the Tank 2. And you know what? It's not so bad, right? I mean, look at the grass look nice and green. The sky look nice and blue. This device is supposed to have 108 megapixel camera, 64 megapixel camera, a whole bunch of cameras on this thing. So here it is, not bad here. So let's go down and look at that. Get a close up of that. Details is nice. Not so bad when it comes down to the details. Really good here. All right, so here it is. This is the Unihertz Tank 2 front-facing camera at 1080p 30 frames per second. It's capped at 1080p 30 frames per second. This is going to be the front camera. Now, the device is a whole lot lighter, as I mentioned in this video, compared to the original Tank. But they do have a difference in battery. The Tank 1 is a 22,000 milliamp battery. The Tank 2 has a 15,500 milliamp battery. So it's a smaller battery, but as far as the battery life, it's pretty much the same. So yeah, so it's not as heavy as it was before. So that's a good thing. So this is the front-facing camera of the Unihertz Tank at 1080p. 30 frames per second.
So here it is, the brand new Tank 2 8849. Now, compared to the original Tank, there's a bunch of upgrades and improvements, such as the 120 hertz display. You have the projector. You have much better speakers on the Tank 2 and much more. Listen, I will do a full comparison between both of these devices, so stay tuned for that. This is Eric the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Unihertz Tank 2 8849 in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.